What's up, YouTube Live? I am here at my workstation in my room. Today is Hump Day Wednesday, which means I will be hosting another Hump Day Wednesday webinar. And this week it is all about encouraging you, yes, not just women, but men too, in being more confident in your sexuality. So, hey Drea, hey Koya, okay? So I'm sitting here. I don't have on any makeup. Typically, when I'm on YouTube, I'm all made up and pretty for, um, the broadcast or the videos that I make. My hair is in rollers. I'm sitting here in my bra. You know what I mean? But this is also this. I mean, yeah. I just didn't have time to like put myself together, and I really didn't care to because being confident is the basis of all things, not just in sexuality, but just in how you operate in life. What's up, Olivia? Thanks, Koya, for the compliment on my Snapchat. So, tonight I'm hosting my Hump Day webinar. It's called Sexy and Confident, and it is designed, Peace Queen, it is designed to help anyone who wants to take this course to jumpstart a journey into becoming more confident in your sexuality. And I will say this for some people, for some people, it is a natural occurrence that they just exude sexuality and they're comfortable in exuding that because it's just naturally who they are. You know what I'm saying? And for others, it may be a bit of a challenge, but it's something that even if it does come naturally to you, even if sexuality just oozes from your pores, it is still something that you have to develop. I will be sharing my own personal journey with becoming comfortable within my sexuality and also giving tips on how to become comfortable with yourself in within your sexuality in tonight's webinar broadcast. So if you want to join us, we will be on at 7 p.m. Central Time. That's in the U.S. So if you are from a different country, look at your time zone and figure out exactly what time that would be in your time zone. Someone asked about Nigeria. I believe Nigeria is 8 hours ahead of Central Standard Time U.S. So if it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and it's 8 hours later, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, that's 3 a.m. for you. But if you're not able to catch me live tonight on the webinar, you can always watch the replay later because I'm going to be creating a video vault for anyone who wants to purchase access to all of the webinars I will be doing monthly. So this month we had Dirty Talk 101 and Tongue Tricks. Tonight is Sexy and Confident, and then Tuesdays I'm going to be on Hump Day because I have to do some volunteer work for Planned Parenthood on next Wednesday. But Tuesday night at 7 p.m. next week, I will be teaching Flirt 101. All right. So for those of you like myself who are single and ready to mingle, and spring is here and summer is coming, and you want to learn how to jump back into the game and actually learn how to flirt, that's going to be the class, and I'm going to be teaching next Tuesday. Um, but tonight is all about teaching you how to be confident in your sexuality. All right. There are some of you on here that are saying, I'm confident, blah, blah, blah. That's great. I'm proud for you. I'm happy for you. But there are a lot of people out here in the world that still need that help, that still need that empowerment, that still need that encouragement. So if you are one of those people under the sound of my voice that needs to hear this message, I would suggest you go and you register. You can go to my website, sexperttyomi.com, and click on Hump Day Wednesday webinars, and the link for this Wednesday is located there. If you are in New York City, we will be beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and that would be 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay? Eastern time is 1 hour ahead of Central. Pacific time is 2 hours behind Central. All right. So again, you can go to my website, sexperttyomi.com, and you can register there, or you can go to sexyconfident.eventbrite.com and you can register. It's only $10. And again, if you cannot make it, anyone who registers for the webinar, no matter what time zone you're in, everyone that registers for the webinar, I will have your email address and I will be sending out a link so you can watch the replay at your leisure. Okay? And so, and again, this is for those who feel like, hey, you know what? I need some help in becoming confident. I need some help in being able to express myself confidently and sexually to my partner or even a potential partner. And, it's a process. I don't want you guys to get into the habit of thinking that things are going to change overnight, because they aren't. And how fast things develop in your life primarily depends on the amount of work that you are willing to put into yourself and into your own self development. Because with a lot of these sexual issues that many of us face, they're really self inflicted. And when I say self inflicted, yes, somebody may have said something to you in the past or done something to you in the past, but if you continue to root yourself in the past, you're making an active choice to not remain in the now and to remain in the past. And so today, in the webinar is only 1 hour long, so I won't hold you that long, but we will be discussing that. And then I'll be sending you a follow-up email with the link to the replay, as well as some tips for you. And so, yes, Patricia, I absolutely know that it is the past that is holding you back. Jasmine, yes, women, we can be our own worst enemy, and so can men. All of us. All of us have this. We are programmed. We are not naturally meant to go against the natural order and the natural flow of life, but we are programmed to be that way from birth. And so, what it's going to take for many of us to get into that space of comfort within ourselves, not just sexually, but in general, is to deprogram ourselves from that programming. Okay? And you said you're still holding on to hurt. It's time to let go, sis. At some point in your life, you got to ask yourself, what do I really want? You know what I mean? And what am I willing to do to get that thing, or to be in that place where I desire? And I'm going to tell you, the only one you're hurting by holding on to that hurt is yourself. Because whoever said what they said to hurt you, whoever did what they did to hurt you, they are long gone. They moved on with their lives. They're living in the now, and you're the only one hurting. Yes, I do offer one-on-one sessions. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, you can reach out to me on my website, sexperttayomi.com. And just go into the contact form, send me an email, and I'll look out for it, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You need a lot of self-control for that. You know what you need? You just need self-awareness and self-acceptance and self-love. Because when you love yourself and you know the value of yourself, you know that you deserve more than holding on to dead weight and dead energy and experiences that no longer serve you. And so when you know that you're worth more, you start treating yourself with more love and more kindness, and you begin to face those things that are holding you back. And sometimes we get so comfortable in holding on to those things that have hurt us in the past, and they become a crutch, and they become kind of like a scapegoat for us, right? And so we hold on to it because we really don't want to face the truth. We don't want to face the truth within ourselves, about ourselves. Trust me, I've been there. 2016, well, in December of 2015, I started my journey with celibacy. And in 2016, that entire year was a very hard year of loss for me. But the things that I lost in 2016 were things that were meant to leave my life because they were not serving my higher self and my highest good. You know what I mean? And I did a lot of crying because celibacy will show you yourself. Celibacy is a mirror that reflects back to you what you tried to run from. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Release your past. Embrace new energy. Vibrate higher. Absolutely, Mo Mill. Absolutely. Yes, girl. Drea, I'm talking straight to you, hon. I know I'm talking straight to you because I see you saying preach and all this, but it's true. We do not want to face ourselves. We don't want to face ourselves. And that's the reason why we hold on to hate. That's why we hold on to hurt. That's why we hold on to pain, because we want to blame everybody else in those situations and those things that hurt us. We want to blame that for the reason why we are in the messed up situations that we are. But it's not those issues and it's not those people, it's us. Because we are choosing to still hold on to something that doesn't exist. You're holding yourself back. So in becoming confident in yourself, you got to be willing and ready to do the work and say, you know what? I know it's not going to be easy. The shit is not going to be easy. It may be a little difficult, but it's not any more difficult than what I've already been through. And the thing that keeps me motivated in those times when I know that I need to let go is knowing that once I get past the process of letting go and cleansing and really facing myself and taking ownership for my shit and the things that I've done, that there is another side. There is the other side. And what's beyond that block, that barrier, is so much greater. Good afternoon. It's so much greater. It's so much greater than where you are and then where I was, And that's what you have to tell yourself is that, you know what? Trouble don't last always. Trouble only lasts as long as I allow it to. But if I am ready to move forward, if I am ready to move on with my life and seek higher and gain higher and have better experiences and really start living consciously living consciously means living in the now, and not bringing the past in and not projecting yourself into the future, living in the now. When you are ready, you will do that work. But I'll say, and this is what I do. I have several journals. Da-da-da. This is not one of the journals that I use to do my self-work. This is more like my business manifesting journal. You know what I'm saying? It says, be the change you wish to see in the world, right? And so I keep a journal with me, and sometimes I'll do voice memos, and I will journal things. I will write things down as they come to me. And I'm blessed to have a backyard that's like my haven, right? Bonjour, Aminata. And in that backyard, I really tap. I really tap into the energy of the plant life, the trees, the flowers, the grass, and I ask them to help aid me in my healing. I ask them to be like protectors for me as I am going into meditation and deep into my consciousness to uncover the things that I know are holding me back in the now. So, if you have to be in a space, like find a space that's comfortable for you, where you feel comfortable enough to scream, cry, shout, yell, hit something, whatever you need to do. Just be in a space that is safe, right? Yeah, you got to talk with your hands to get points across, right? And also have a journal and write things down as they come along. I have one journal that I've dedicated specifically to my love life. And in that journal, I write down all of my desires and fears, and it's beautiful to see the transaction that has happened within me when it comes to me embracing love. In the beginning of this journal, I wrote a poem basically to love. And, I just felt like I was so undeserving. I felt like I didn't know what love was. And I was so confused. And I was talking to love like, I just don't understand, right? But then towards the end of this book, which was mainly towards the end of the year, right? It was amazing to see how far I had come in my journey with love. And it's so beautiful because most recently, hey Miriam, hey ladies, ignore these guys. Seriously, completely ignore them. Because I am. And I'm only here for those who are here to get a message, for those who are here to get a word. We know that there are extremely repressed men in this world who are not in touch with their divine feminine, and so they don't know how to respect women. And they watch porn and they watch all these things in the world that give them these perceptions of how they believe women want to be approached. and they are so far from the truth. So, ladies, and even men in here that are watching this scope, this live, I keep saying scope because I'm so used to Periscope. But anybody that's watching this live feed and you're seeing these comments, you know what I mean? Just ignore them. You know, that's what you have to do in life in general is ignore things that do not serve your highest good. You have to completely bypass things that are not feeding into your soul. And you cannot let those things affect you. Because sometimes people will say things, what up, Shadi? Sometimes people will say and do things just to steal your energy because they want a piece of your light. You know, Grandma said, having sex is like reading books. Even though you got books at home, there's always time. Something about the library. Yeah, true. Grandma got a good point. Great analogy, Grandma. But back to what I was saying. You have to be ready to do work on yourself. Even those of you that reach out to me and you want advice about your sex life, I have to tell you, a lot of the letters that you send me, require more than me teaching you how to do physical sexual acts. A lot of times, there's a lot of back work that we have to do, and that's why I cannot sit and answer all of the emails that you send me in my inbox because it requires a lot of my time and my energy. You guys must realize this about me, that yes, I'm here on YouTube and how I'm showing you how to have better sex and giving you advice, but I'm a light worker and I'm an empath. And so when I speak to you, I'm using my energy to be healing to you. Okay? I'm using my energy to be healing to you. And so when you're writing me and you're asking me for advice, it's more than just me answering your question. It's me healing you through my words. And so you have to respect that. And you have to respect that I'm not going to be able to get to all of you because it's very time consuming. Very time consuming. All right? Jessica, I really hope that you are in my webinar tonight because I want to help to assist in healing you. Okay? Again, if excuse me. If you guys want to register for my webinar that will be going down tonight at 7 p.m., please go to my website, sexperttayomi.com, and you can register there, or you can go to, all right, Jessica, whoop, whoop, or you can go to sexyconfident.eventbrite.com and register there as well. And if you cannot make it tonight, you can always just register, and then I will be sending a replay out to all of those who register for the class. But yes, someone said, can you teach how to be more feminine? And absolutely, I can. And I believe that is something that I will teach maybe in June, like do a specific webinar on that because I do get a lot of questions from both men and women. From both men and women. Oh, you know what? I can actually write the link inside of the chat. Yes, there is a fee. Oh, no, I can't write in here. But yes, there is a fee, and it's just $10 to register. Ooh, I can do filters. Oh my God, you guys, like I'm really just starting to use YouTube Live and I'm seeing all these cool features that they have. Oh, look at that. I don't feel like I need filters, but you know, this is kind of cool. So again, write this down and I'm gonna put the link to register for my webinar inside of the description of this live broadcast, all right? It is sexyconfident.eventbrite.com. Yeah, I am behind, mainly because like I'm really a one-woman show right now, and you know, I know that I will be, you know, getting a team soon, but I literally handle all of my social media pages. So when you're reaching out to in all of my emails, I have like 5 emails. I have a blog site, a website, a YouTube channel, a Twitter, a Tumblr, a Periscope, a Snapchat, 2 Snapchat pages actually, Instagram. And so I'm running all of that. I'm running all of that by myself, as well as booking my tours and booking my classes and writing curriculum and still working on studying and still working on having a personal life, you know, and still doing the self-work to make sure that I'm vibrating higher, okay? So, yeah, I may be a little behind on things, but it's because there's only so much that I can handle at a time. So I may be late to the party, but I'm in the party. Woo woo. We having a good time. So yeah, I do have a lot. I do handle a lot. And I also, like most of the videos that you see on YouTube, I film and edit and upload myself. Some of the like more recent ones I've had help with, which I appreciate. Any advice on women like me who are only able to have sex to pleasure her man but haven't felt like she's pleasured? Sis, you need to just stop having sex for a moment and you need to work on yourself. Because it sounds like you really don't have a good handle on what you need. And it sounds like you need to take some time to reframe your thinking. All right. Oh, South Africa in the building. You are so welcome. I'm glad that you are being helped from the tutorials that I'm putting here. And yes, I do need an assistant. And so I will be putting out an ad soon for somebody that is trustworthy, someone that I believe is divinely inspired and divinely sent to me by God. Because with the work that I do, I need somebody that I can trust. And I've had people come around me in the past that could not even handle an eighth, an eighth of the workload that I have. I'm like, I'm handling all of this by myself with ease, and I'm giving you just a few administrative projects, and you can't even handle that. Yeah. All right. How do you introduce sex games to your partner without scaring him? It depends on what kind of sex games you're trying to introduce. Like, if it's an actual board game, then put the board game out on a table. Hey, fellow light worker, you can put the board game out on a table and it can become a talking piece. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I really need to know when you say sex games, like, what do you mean? And this is why I say, like, answering questions via email is very time consuming, not only from like my time, but it's also energetically consuming because a lot of times you guys aren't necessarily fully clear on what you're asking me, and then there's details we have to go back and forth about, and now it becomes a conversation instead of just me uh, answering the question. You said I need my own live talk show? Hey, that's in the works. I've been manifesting my own TV show for years, like since I was a kid, like since 7 years old. Since 7 years old. And I know that it will happen very soon because everything that I've been manifesting, been thinking about and dreaming about has manifested into reality. So you guys can also help me manifest that. Woo woo. Um, but again, I didn't really like jump on to answer a bunch of questions today. I just jumped on to tell you about my webinar that's happening today. And encourage you guys to join it. Because I truly do believe that there will be some transformative things that will take place tonight. And I just want to encourage you all to let go. Let go. The life that you want to live and the life that you deserve is waiting for you to simply just let go. To face yourself and to let go. Yes, you deserve your own talk show. I can't wait already by God's grace. Amen. 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 But seriously, because I know that there are so many of you out there that are hurting. So many of you out there that are hurting. And I know what that's like. I truly know what that's like. Oh, hey, newlywed. I'm glad I can help you out. So today I'm going to be editing another video with me and Ryder. It's all about erotic asphyxiation. It's all about choking and how to do it correctly. Because I know a few of you have asked me about that, so I'll be uploading that soon. But I am going to be starting a sister circle as well. And the sister circle will be free. I had a conversation with two of my friends from high school at a park a few weeks ago. And listening to these two sisters talk, like, my heart was bleeding. My heart was bleeding. Thanks, Chadwick. My heart was bleeding because here they were, these two young women who are mothers, who have been so hurt and burned and bruised and abused by men that they once loved and they trusted, right? But they've had to move on and stay strong and remain strong for their children, but yet they haven't been healed from what they've experienced. And they haven't had anybody that they can open up to and talk to about these things. And so my plan and my goal is to, next month in May, is to begin a sister circle where we just get together at least maybe once or twice a month, maybe even once a week. It just depends on my schedule, but I want us to be able to get together and have a place where we can just let it all go. Because no one deserves to suffer. And women, we already wear the weight of the world on our shoulders. You know, you always feel like you can never trust men. It's crazy. Well, you know what? A part of that, Yasmin, is that you feel like you can't trust yourself. And so we got to work on that. We got to work on that. Yeah, it's so needed. And it's not just for black women, it's for white women, Hispanic women, Indian women, Asian women, any woman that feels that she needs support, because we don't get that enough. And so I'll be letting you guys know how you can register for that, for the Sister Circle, uh, probably sometime next week. I got to sit down and really meditate on it. And yeah, I am actually Black American. The name Tayomi is actually a moniker. My given name is not Tayomi, but it is a name that I accept and embrace, and it's a name that I go by. But I am Black American. My ancestors were slaves, of course, brought here from Africa into America. And so, but as far as how my parents accept what I'm doing, my father has always been my biggest supporter, and my father was actually the one to encourage me to do this, to use my writing. You know, I started my blog, glamorerotica101.com, as a way to connect with women and to educate women, and then men started writing and saying, hey, we need advice too, and so it just became a thing for everybody. And my mother, you know, she's supportive too. My mom is like the practical one though. She's like, how is it making money? And don't be a porn star. So when I see all these comments on my videos like, why don't you make porn? There's a few reasons why I don't make porn. Number one, I don't need to. Number two, porn is too much work. Number three, there's plenty of porn out there. I don't need to be an actress. Now, will I produce porn? Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rana Spence, please, 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 join my webinar tonight. This is what we're talking about. How to be sexy and confident. How to be confident within your sexuality, which also plays a lot into body image. We will be covering body image heavily in the webinar tonight. It's at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you cannot make it to the live broadcast tonight, even if you register, you'll still receive a replay. Okay? And so I would suggest that you come on tonight. I can answer all your questions there, and you can get that replay so you can watch it again and come and take notes. You can register on my website, sexperttayomi.com. Look for the webinars, Hump Day Wednesday webinars. Look for Sexy and Confident. Click on that, register, and you're good to go. That's where I will be able to help aid you in what you need. But yeah, you know, I am from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised. And yeah, I'll be doing a Periscope too in a moment. I'm trying to hit all my social media today. But yeah, education is important. You're right, Maki S. And, you know, pornography is sexual entertainment. You know, it's adult entertainment. And I personally do not have an interest in being an adult film star. That's not what I want to do. I prefer to keep things where they are and keep my examples as they are, because people appreciate that they can watch adult content without it being too seedy. And that was the main reason why I started doing what I'm doing, because I know that people want to learn without feeling like they're slimy from for going to watch like two people fucking, you know, and a woman sucking and slobbing on dicks, or, you know, in a bukkake or whatever. It's like, can we have the sex education, and can it still be sexy, and can it still be relatable, and can it still give physical examples without it being full on hardcore sex? Heck yeah, it can. And this is what I provide. So for all of those that are like, I just want to see you get fucked, like, that'll never happen. It won't happen, because that's not what I desire. And the world does not deserve to see me in that capacity. You know, only my lover deserves to see me in that capacity. And that's not for me to give to anybody else. Now, you want to see me nude? That's cool. I'm a nudist, and nude photography and nude modeling is art, and that is on my Tumblr, glamazontayomi.tumblr.com. I have no problem like showing my body to the world, you know what I mean? But you won't see me busting it wide open. You won't see my pussy online, because again, the world does not deserve to see that aspect of me, and the world doesn't need to see it. Honestly, you want to see pussy? You want to see black pussy? There's plenty of that you can see on Pornhub.com or XXNX or whatever, RedTube, wherever you want to go to find it, you can see it. But that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I'm here for education. I'm here to empower and to inspire and to uplift. That's what I'm here for. So, if we can't register or make it tonight, how else would we see the video? So the video will be available for replay purchase. I'm going to be creating a video vault where you guys can go and you can access the videos at your leisure. So all of the webinars that I'm going to be doing are going to be placed in that vault, and then you can just register on that website. And when it is available, I will, let you know here on YouTube and on my social media as well. All right. So, yes. So before I go, I'll take a few questions, because I got to get off of here to get on Periscope and then get on Instagram Live. So I'll take a few questions. No, the videos will not be posted here on YouTube. The videos will be posted in a video vault. All right. If you are insecure, mine I suggest you watch my webinar tonight. I suggest you register at sexperttayomi.com, because that's what we're talking about tonight. All right. What would I tell my younger self? Don't change a goddamn thing. And just know that there is a huge light at the end of the tunnel, and always keep God first. That's the only thing I would tell myself, because I believe that everything is divinely inspired and divinely ordered. Every single last thing that I've been through in my life, every person that I've met that is a soulmate was here to teach me a lesson. And those are lessons that I would not ever change. My Periscope name is Glamazon Tayomi, so you can follow me there. Or follow me on Twitter, Glamazon Tayomi, and then when I go live, you'll see the alert. So yeah, I wouldn't tell my younger self to change anything. I'll be there at 7 with my wine. Yes. Yes. I actually need to go get me some more wine for 7 p.m. Are older men better lovers in bed? Not necessarily. It's not really about the age, but it's about the mindset. It's about the mindset. And, because some older men can be real lazy. Some young men can be lazy too. So Ride Him with Sass is actually coming to the DMV area May 27th. And it's going to be in Alexandria, Virginia. So you can sign up on my website, sexperttayomi.com. Look for my Ride 'em Cowgirl tour schedule, and you can register there. It's going to be lit. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I will keep it up. I plan on putting much more content here and logging in and doing live more often. Circumcised men. What is the question about circumcised men? My advice on Tantra. Tantra is a lifestyle. It's not just a form of sex. Tantra is a lifestyle, and sex happens to be a part of that lifestyle. So if you intend on practicing tantric sex, then you also need to intend on living a tantric lifestyle, which means living authentically. It's a certain way you eat, a certain way you speak, a certain way you move, meditation. So please know that it's more than just sex. It's more than just sex. It is a lifestyle. That's my advice to you on Tantra, and I would suggest you begin to do your research online. Maybe she means uncircumcised. I mean, I didn't know she was, I don't know, she had put a question mark behind it, so I didn't know what the question was pertaining to. So glad I come across someone like you. I love you're all about sex education. Yeah, Angel Wings, that's what I'm about. And you know what? It's not even just about sex ed, it's also about empowering you guys in life in general. So I'm glad that I could be here to be an inspiration to you guys. When is the appropriate time to tell your partner that you are a virgin? Now? Why would you wait? Like, at the end of the day, if you're afraid that that person is going to leave you because you're a virgin, let them go. Let them go. And woo woo for being a bisexual bigger lady. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. How to pleasure uncircumcised men? Uh, well, first of all, the foreskin is actually a sleeve in itself. So when you're giving a hand job, you can actually use his skin to stroke him. And you also have to start out gently because uncircumcised men have way more sensitive penises than circumcised men. So you start out gently. And want, when you do want to like go down on him or whatever, then you need to roll the skin back. But again, my the best piece of advice I can give you about pleasuring uncircumcised men is to talk to him. Talk to him about how he strokes himself, what feels good to him, what positions he likes, because he will give you the roadmap to his pleasure. And then when he gives you the roadmap to his pleasure, it's all about you executing that. It's all about you executing that. So have a conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress this enough. If you are not communicating with your partners, and when I say partners, I don't necessarily even just mean like a romantic partner. If this is someone that you're simply just hooking up with, you know what I mean? You need to have a conversation about sex. How are you having sex without talking about sex first? Ooh, I'm hungry. But how are you having sex without talking about sex first? You need to be having conversations. Yes, communication is key, Yasmin. Because I can give you a general overview. Yes, Jasmine. It really is a roadmap to your partner's pleasure. As a woman, when you talk to your man or your woman, if you are into women, and you tell him or her what you desire and what you need and what spots on your body get you turned on, that is a roadmap to your pleasure. And it makes things so much easier. So much easier for you inside of the sexual experience. Yeah. Oh, my skin's glowing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's the God in me. My Tumblr, glamazontayomi.tumblr.com. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to be creating a DVD for how to ride, and it's literally going to be like step by step by step by step, really breaking it down. I know that my videos here help a lot of people, but then there are still a bunch of women that are like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to create a DVD, and it will be for sale this summer, and an oral sex basics. This is the thing. I get a lot of requests from people here to make videos on how to pleasure a man orally. But sometimes I get a little apprehensive about posting things like that here because we got hella trolls, as y'all can see, and individuals that like to flag shit. So I don't know how I feel about putting a video like that up, but when the DVD comes out, I'll definitely put an advertisement to it up here so then you can buy the DVD and watch it in the comfort of your own home. Yeah, Becky, a lot of men are rude, and a lot of these guys are like foreigners. And typically, foreigners, this is what I've experienced from like going live on Periscope predominantly. Um, a lot of these guys are very sexually repressed. They don't respect women, and they don't even respect themselves. So they say things They say things that are rude and nasty, and I don't even pay attention to them. I don't pay attention to them because they don't deserve my respect and they don't deserve my attention. So I would suggest you guys don't pay attention to them either. Do you think women should have experience with sex before getting married or long-term relationship? I think that women need to have experiences with themselves and they do need to have a certain awareness with sex before they get married or get into a long-term relationship. It is very possible to be a virgin and get into marriage or have a long-term relationship without ever having sex, and then get into that relationship and then that partner is the one that teaches you. That's how it is supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Your partner is supposed to be your teacher. Before you even go into a marriage or a long-term relationship, you should have a love contract where you determine what the purpose of your relationship is, what the premise of your relationship is going to be. And one of those things should be, I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to be a teacher for my mate, you know? Yeah, the Kama Sutra is awesome, and I think that every person should read it because it is literally a manual on how to make love. And it is like the oldest sex manual in the world, so why wouldn't you want to read it? Like a lot of the sex knowledge that is out there, especially on sex positions and like foreplay, is derived from the Kama Sutra. So I would suggest everyone buy one and everyone read one. I'm planning on creating my own Ebony Sutra though, where it's like pictures of beautiful black people in these sexy positions because we're not represented in that way. A lot of times when you see people of color and you like Google sex positions, it's some hardcore porn. You know what I'm saying? Some hardcore shit that does not look good. Tell you something about my mom. My mom would not like how many of you are talking to me. That's what I'll tell you about my mom. Is it necessary to good to is this necessary to good at sex for I'm sorry, the language barrier is killing me. My website for Sexpert Tyomi, SEXPERTTYOMI.com. Sexperttyomi.com. And or you can just go on Google, you can find everything about me for sure. Yeah, we are not represented in a way that is beautiful and that is erotic and sexy. And so I am planning to change that. I'm planning to change that. And so that's one of the major projects that I want to work on this summer is getting my Ebony Sutra together and putting it out there for the world to purchase. Is sex necessary for a relationship? It depends on what type of relationship you have. You know, if your relationship is a friendship, if your relationship is completely platonic, then no, sex is not necessary for a relationship. But if your relationship is romantic and sex is important to the both of you, then yes, sex is necessary. And it's something that you should discuss and have a conversation about. What do all I don't understand. I'm sorry. The language barrier is like a little. But anyway, I'm actually on here a lot longer than what I anticipated to be. But I'm going to go over to Periscope so you guys can join me there. My name on Periscope is Glamazon Tyomi. Again, tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be talking about how to be sexy and confident, how to be confident in your sexuality. So if you want to register, you can go to sexyconfident.eventbrite.com, or you can go to my website, Sexpert Tyomi, that's SEXPERTTYOMI.com, and you can register for tonight's webinar. It's only $10. It's such a great investment to help jumpstart your confidence building, and the replay will be available for those that will not be able to make it tonight. But I'll get back on, of course, this week to talk to you guys. Tomorrow is 420. Woo, 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 woo. I don't know if many of you partake in ganja. I don't know if many of you partake in smoking weed, but I do. And 420 is about to be lit. All right. I'm going to do parties. I have a sunrise wake and bake photo shoot with a photographer that I've been looking forward to working with. So I'm about to be high all day tomorrow. So if you are a fellow 420er, happy 420, happy early 420 to you. And I will see you in the next live feed here on YouTube. Peace, love, blessings, and light to all of you. Love you all.